Number 28 is Callum Fagan. The fullback is number 35, Dean Latuamahina. And the tailback is number 9, Hayden Kane. And number 34, Aaron Harper. The Northern Rhinos, followed by the rest of the squad for the Northern Rhinos, will make their way onto the field and line up. The starting lineups for the Bayside Ravens are coming out as soon as the Rhinos make it on the field. The coach for the Rhinos, the Northern Rhinos, is Mr. Phil Levis. Coming on the field now will be the minor premiers, the Bayside Ravens. The starting lineup for the Ravens are the cornerback, number 26, Larry Nicholson. Number 6, Harry Beavis. The safeties are number 49, Tasman Holzer Akamanis. Number 38, Luke Tummy. The defensive end, number 68, Reese Fernside. The D-tackle, number 99, Paris Cans Tumu. The linebacker, number 30, is Jalil Parawa. The 34 is Andre Tahir. And 32, number 32, Liam Reeves. The starting defense for the Bayside Ravens. Following the starting lineup for the Ravens, the starting lineup of the defense for the Ravens are the rest of the squad for Bayside Ravens. Please make your way on the field. And the Bayside Ravens are coached by Mr. Andy Miller. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sunbowl 29. The players will make their way onto the field and face the commentary box area, and we'll start the proceedings with the national anthem. He's gone next door.
Go back to the microphone.
Can't
hear you. 2 takes. Can you get everyone upstanding for the national anthem?
Could everyone please be upstanding for the national anthem?
We're hearing it.
It must be.
Ben, what are we announcing now? Teams who go to sidelines.
Okay, the teams are prepared for the Sunbowl. The teams will make their way to their own sidelines, and the captains will make their way to the centre of the field with the referees, the officials today. Ready for the coin toss.
Any special guests during the coin toss? Thank you. No official for coin toss, just the captains. No special guests.
Just the captains, ready?
Just the captains.
The captains will be making their way onto the field for the beginning of the Colts Sunbowl today. Captains from the far side, the Northern Rhinos from the commentary booth, and on the near sideline, of course, are the minor premiers, the Bayside Ravens.
Ben, how's that volume of music?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115,
Captains coming out for the Ravens today, number 52, Jake Capewell. Number 34 for the Ravens is Andre Taya. Number 11 is Jackson Ryan. And number 32 is the last captain for the Ravens, and he is Liam Reeves.
All right.
For the Northern Rhinos are number 10, Madison James, number 15, Joe Rasmussen, sorry, beg your pardon.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Aaron
Welcome
Harper
to the Sunbowl.
and Dean.
The Ravens have been deemed the home team,
The captains are on the
making
field.
the Rhinos the visitors. You will call and you'll call it for your team. Alrighty, this is the coin. It's a head and a tail. Head and a tail. Okay, I'll flip the coin, let it hit the ground, get you to call it in the air. Heads is the call, and heads it is. You have one, what do you want to do? Rhinos will defer, and the Ravens will receive. Kicking, which goal do you want to
Looks like
defend?
the
Okay, back to respective
Rhinos
goals, please.
have won the toss and decided to defer. Just wait for the final signal.
Rhino! The Ravens.
The explanation from the head referee there is that the Rhinos have won the toss and deferred to the second half, and the Ravens have chosen to take possession of the football, which means that the Ravens' starting offense will take the field and the starting defense for the Rhinos. Welcome to GQ's live stream of the 29th Sunbowl. This is the Junior Sunbowl, which is the Colts Sunbowl. The two halves of 30 minutes duration. The last 2 minutes of each half will be NCAA stop clock.
What was that, Ben?
During the call tonight, today, we'll try and give you some description of what goes on during football here in Queensland. This is a 9-a-side competition. 9 players on each team on the field. And myself, Glenn Parker, and my colour man, Mr. Jeff Edelston, a coaching director here in Queensland, will give us some explanation as we go along.
Well, we hope to anyway. Looks like we're about to get started very shortly.
Officials today are running full 7-man crews in all 3 finals today. So each member of the officiating crew has a definite responsibility on any given play, including special teams, of course. And you see the head referee comes to the back of the field down there. The umpire has the football in his hand, and he'll hand it to the kicking team. Kicking the ball today for the Ravens, number 61.
We'll just have to designate him player X, I think.
We'll designate him as player X, as kicking the ball for the Ravens today. For the Rhinos, I should say, beg your pardon. I've got that completely wrong. And the ball's taken in the backfield. It comes through, looking for a hole. Cuts to the left, to the right, going right up the middle of the field. 45 the carry. Ball pops out. The referees have stopped the clock, obviously, for the ball hitting the ground. And we have a turnover on the opening kickoff of the Sunbowl. The Rhinos have recovered the football. It'll be 1st and 10 Northern Rhinos.
Looks like they've got the football on about the 35-yard.
It does look around the 35. It's like it'll be 1st and 10 for the Northern Rhinos on the 35. Or the 34.
We also say programs out there, Mary Kate.
Anyone who's not familiar with American football, players have 4 downs to make 10 yards and continue the drive towards the goal line. 1st down, Rhinos. I formation. Hand off to the tailback. He runs it up the middle, cuts it to the right-hand side, looking for a block. Tackle right at the line of scrimmage. He may have made a yard and a half. Didn't tell the tackle for the Bayside Ravens, number 68. Looks like 68 Reese Fernside on the tackle.
They look like they bobbled the ball a little bit there.
Yeah, a little bit of bobble in the backfield. Looks like he pushed the ball into the running back's hands rather than hand it off cleanly, but the ball was secured by the running back and a gain of about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down, possibly about 6 or 7 to go. This time the Rhinos are in a split back situation. Quarterback drops back, gives it to the up back. The ball pops out again.
There's a
Flag on the play. Ball's been recovered by the Ravens by number 34. It depends on what happens with the penalty.
Looks like it's offsides on the defence.
It may be
Costly.
an offside. The referee will explain. He is offering to the Rhinos captain. No doubt they will take possession of the football.
That's the second bobble exchange.
Replay, second.
Okay, the result of that play and the penalty was that it was offside against the Ravens, which is a 5-yard penalty. So it remains second down with about 2 yards to go.
Biggest part, of course, is the change in possession. Negated.
Yes, a change of the possession into the hands of the Ravens has been nullified. A handoff this time is the tailback cutting to the left, looking for a bit of space. Nice block by the receiver, trying to get outside. Ball's come out again, this time pulled out by number 53 of the Ravens. A great play there by Ethan Williams, the younger brother of Jesse Williams, reefing the ball out and recovering himself and maybe gaining another couple of yards. It'll be first down and 10 to the Bayside Ravens, setting up on or around about the 26-yard line. First down Ravens.
And no penalty to change this one. So this one's sticking, unlike the football.
Yes, this one's staying, but yes, exactly. The football's not sticking, but this possession is this time. The Ravens come straight out into a shotgun set with 3 receivers and a slot as well. A little handoff to the fullback, cutting around to the left-hand side, looking for room. It looks like he's tackled about a 2-yard gain. Carrier on the play was number 9 for the Ravens. That's Jacob Toya, I should say. Be second down and about 9 yards to go for the Bayside Ravens.
Don't be surprised if you see the quarterback for the Ravens, Jackson Ryan, get the ball in his hands and take off. It's his normal style.
Here's Jackson. This time looks left. It looks like he misread the route there. The receiver was on the slant. He maybe was looking for the out, but the result of the play is an incomplete pass. No damage done. It's third down with about 9 yards to go.
I think number 28, Fagan, may have just got a bit of a handle on that ball as it went past him.
Might have done too. It looked like he may have just given a little bit of a brush there. The 2 wideouts of the Ravens are quite wide, and we have a slot on either side of the formation. Now he's a little bit of play action and a run to the left, just as Coach had described, and he's got some open room. First down and more to the young quarterback from the Ravens. A nice scamper up to about the 35-yard line. That'll be first down and 10. A nice run, don't you think, Jeff?
Yes, Ryan all year has basically driven this offense with his legs, even though the Ravens do like to get out in that spread formation. I think from a strategy point of view, they're just trying to spread out the defense to let his legs do what they do.
Yeah, I mean, that's the idea, is to change the defense around and move them away from where you want to go. And, of course, exactly what he did on that occasion was create the room for himself and his own ability to run. Same sort of formation here. Shotgun. This time he does give it to the up back. He gets about 1.5 yards. Nice tackle at the line of scrimmage by the 2 down linemen. In fact, it was one of the linebackers getting in there, 28, helping out the big lineman inside. A gain of about 1 yard. It'll be second and 9 to the Ravens. Ravens seem to like this chip away policy and then look for something around the third and fourth down, or the third down mark, and try and create something that is not there. Nice big spread for the Ravens. This time Luke is looking to the left. He's going to scamper again, but the Rhinos are right on top of that one and brought down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be third and 9. May have got a half yard.
If the Rhinos are going to be in this right to the end, that's what their defense has to do. They have to contain that quarterback.
Absolutely. It's all about maintaining the line of scrimmage, and definitely that's exactly right. Must put pressure on this quarterback, and the same we'll see probably all day. All of the quarterbacks today, they're all scampers. A shotgun formation again. A bit of a chat to his up back. And there's that little handoff up the middle. Nice dodge, nice cut. And he's got nice blocking in front of him too. Very close to the yard to gain, but it might be just short. It's going to be fourth down to the Ravens. About 1 yard to go. A little less than 1 yard even. Fourth down. See the referee holding up a clenched fist. There's a lot of reasons for that. It does indicate the 4th yard, but it brings in a lot of different rules in our game. that involve the fourth down. For instance, if a player is running with the football and fumbles it, he's the only one that can advance it as well. So watch for that sometime today. Fourth down. And they are going for it. Shotgun, and he's going to scamper to the right. A Rhino is all over him, but he does evade the tackle. He's very close. May have the yardage. Once again, Ryan scampering, but this time to the right-hand side. The Rhinos were ready for it, but he did evade the open field tackle, and he has definitely gained yardage for the first down. The chains will move once again.
Ryan is a slippery customer at the best of times, but obviously in these weather conditions, even more so.
The Ravens have got two wides to the right this time. Shotgun looking right, but he's going to scamper around. Oh, he's dodged a brilliant pressure to the backfield. Going long, looking for number 4, and he's got it.
And it's a completion.
A great catch right close to the goal line. He's going to be first and goal on about the 1. Great bit of scampering. Number 4 held his route very nicely, and that down there is Matt Lewis. Good catch by Matt Lewis. As you can see, we are live streaming today with the full screen happening with the live action. We'll also bring up some of the rosters, the team lists and everything like that for you to have a look at today. So keep an eye on the screen for the replays and team lists. We're in a first and goal to the Ravens here.
We've got a new tailback.
Hands it to 34, and Rhinos are right. Have met him in the backfield. That's going to be a tackle for a loss. They're going backwards here at the moment, but it's not a big deal. It's second down and about, well, goal to go, but about 3 yards out. Second down and goal.
They're obviously going with
offside.
A heavier look
Defense,
down the goal
number
line.
9.
Half
Half distance of the goal. Replay. First down.
Okay, we had, during that play there, we had an offside against the defense of the Rhinos. So that's basically the position they're in will be half distance to the goal. But the important thing is they will get the first down back. So it's first and goal again to the Ravens inside the 1 yard line. Still that same shotgun.
Oops.
Once again, we have offside by contact. You see the player coming through. Instantly the flag come out. Sometimes we do get a free
offside.
Flag. But if there is contact, the referee will blow the game
goal.
down.
Still first down.
And once again, we will go half distance, so we're getting to the measurements now of the football itself. And it'll still be first down and goal to go for the Bayside Ravens. First down. This time he's going to scamper left, Ryan, but he's going to do this cutback again, looking for the fold back blocks. Nice block initially. He's looking for the edge. He's got it in by the looks of things. Ball does pop out.
We're waiting for the call.
Waiting for a call. There's a flag on the play. We now have an indication that the player has crossed the plane. The referees, the officials will talk about the result of the flag.
Ryan demonstrating once again just how slippery a customer he is. Give him an inch and he will take advantage.
Yeah, there seemed to be no room at all for him on that occasion, but he made something of it and definitely appeared to have his hand out and cross the plane.
Yes, definitely number 35, Latu Mahina for the Rhinos. Definitely put pressure
There's
on
no foul on the play.
Flag's being waved.
The result of the play is a touchdown.
There you go. The initial flag has been waved off, and with the result of the play is 6 points to the Ravens. It was a touchdown. So first blood to the Bayside Ravens, the minor premiers. The score at the moment, 6-0. The Ravens have set up in for a 2-point conversion. A handoff is a 34 up the middle, untouched basically to the line, and that'll bring up Andre Taya on the run for the Ravens. That'll bring up 2 more points to the Ravens. The score currently in the Colts Sunbowl is 8 points to the Ravens, and so far the Rhinos yet to score.
The Rhinos head coach seeking an explanation from the referee at the moment. He was not happy with that flag being waved off.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, it's quite clear that he was not happy at all about that one.
So we've got about 18 minutes left on the game clock for the first half. and the Ravens are already up 8-0.
Yeah, it seems to be a fairly familiar state of affairs in when these two play, that the Ravens seem to get off to a start and the Rhinos, respond. So we'll see how that goes today. But yeah, quite right. 18 minutes or so to go. Kicking off for the Ravens will be number 21. That is Bruin Taylor. The referee has given indication that we're good to go. So returning the ball, you got two Rhinos. The ball's a little bit shallow, but it's 1 or 2 bounces. Picks it up, number 10. Cuts to the right. Lovely block by 49 for the Rhinos. Cuts him loose, but he's coming back towards him again. And tackled there by, it looks like 26 for the Ravens, and number 4 in there as well, Matt Lewis also.
James got the ball probably about, I'd say, 15 yards in the return.
Yeah, Madison James there with a nice read of the block by number 49 for the Rhinos. A very good block by looks like it's Ridderbeck's Toby. Nice block. Be 1st and 10 for the Rhinos. I'm on about the 34-yard line.
Hopefully in the short period that they had on the sideline, they were able to figure out what their ball handling problems have been, because every time the Rhinos have touched it, they've fumbled it.
Yes, definitely. They really need to slow that. That looks a much better handoff. Yeah, very good. Oh, lovely tackle to the line of scrimmage. Number 53 for the Ravens. No fielding him on that play. That was Ethan Williams in on the play. Met him at the line of scrimmage and pushed him back. Of course, we have forward progress to where Ethan met him. So it'll be second down and about 8 yards to go.
Hayden Kane, number 9 for the Rhinos, is their danger man. He is a great runner with the ball in hand, but he hasn't really been able to get going yet. They haven't had the ball enough.
He definitely handles it on a lot of plays, so yeah, definitely he's going to be the focus. Motion on this play coming across the field for the Rhinos. They're stacking on the left side. Drop back for a pass. It might be a little screen. He's looking to the left. Looks all right. He's picked off by the Ravens. And he's going to walk it in untouched. A pick 6 for number 30 for the Ravens there. That's Jaleel Perewa for the Ravens. Tipped at the line of scrimmage. Oh, sorry, beg your pardon, in the quarterback's face. Straight in the hands of number 30 there, and he's just walked it in. That's 6 points to the Ravens.
That's a big assist to number 53, Ethan Williams. He was the
Ethan Williams once again on the play, yeah.
He's the one who got his big mitts up there and batted that ball down right into the hands of a welcoming Ravens touchdown player.
And the Raven offense comes out. Looks like by the crew they got on the field, they'll be planning for another 2 points. Four wideouts for the Ravens. And a little give up the middle again. This time, Rhinos seem to have stopped him. And it looks like it is unsuccessful. The score at the 15-minute mark, 15.5-minute mark is Ravens 14, Rhinos 0. The defense for the Ravens all over it at the moment. 2 or 3 turnovers already, 1 resulting in 6 points, of course. Ethan Williams, 3 or 4 big plays in a row.
Yes, the Rhinos definitely did not see this happening to them. I'm certain they expect to be able to establish their running game, because it has been very strong for them all year. But right now, they're just getting no traction whatsoever.
Yeah, it's absolutely. It looks absolutely as it's not going to plan at the moment. The Rhinos need to settle down and regroup. Perhaps they definitely have the talent.
Well, there's still plenty of time on the clock.
Plenty of game time.
Even though it's 14-0.
This one's a little scribbler, and it's going to pick up again by number 10 in the backfield there, looking for his first block. He gets his first block, cuts to the outside. Down the sideline, he's got open space, pushed out of bounds, late flag. Ethan Williams was the player from the Ravens that got him out of bounds at the end, but there is a flag that has been dropped around about the 45-yard line by the side judge.
James showing a lot of toe there. He definitely got to the outside and put his foot on the accelerator.
Definitely when he dropped the pedal, he went really quickly to the outside there.
Let's see.
Maybe something that will come very, very shortly for them.
They certainly have the speed when they can get into some open space, but for the most part, the Ravens have denied them and have kept a pretty good rein on them.
Generally speaking, these type of penalties that are coming up here are usually something on the assist during the run, probably a hand in the back or an illegal use of hands. 99 out of 100. Usually the Rhinos will retain possession, but they may be going backwards.
Illegal use of the hands. Kicking team, number 84. The 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Run. First down.
Well, there you go. The illegal use of hands was actually on the kicking team. You don't see that very often, but that actually tacked some yards on for the Rhinos, I should say. So it will be still 1st and 10, but a little bit further down the field. So now they've moved into Raven territory on or about the 37-yard line, 38-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 to the Rhinos. I formation for the Rhinos. Handed to the, a little sweep to the left. Cuts around looking for the block. Cuts back behind the block and is met by 3 Ravens right at the line of scrimmage. It looks like a very little gain whatsoever. But the Rhinos' running game is starting to move the ball around a little bit, but they're looking for those outside blocks. Not getting in the moment. The Ravens are a little bit too quick east-west.
The Ravens have obviously done their homework and know that Kane is the man for the Rhinos, and right now they're executing a great defensive plan.
Yeah,
assisted by a few fumbles.
Definitely, yes, absolutely. Their confidence is up, and they're actually giving the coach exactly what he wanted, and that was to shut down the Rhino run game. This time the Rhinos look to go up the middle behind the fullback. Nice tackle at the line of scrimmage again. And guess who? There's 93, in fact, I beg your pardon, for the Ravens. And that is Glenn Jones. Nice tackle by Glenn Jones on the play. Touchdown Rhinos, bringing it back to 14-6 and an attempt to come.
It's what he's been doing all year. He's what got them to this very spot. So you cannot go to sleep, otherwise he will punish you.
That's right, it's exactly right. You can't go to sleep on this kid. He's very, very quick. I formation for the Rhinos. And of course they give it to him again. 3 yards to make, but too much penetration from Ethan Williams there. He had to change the whole run, and they bring him down. The try is unsuccessful. The score: Ravens 14, Rhinos 6. About 10.5, a little bit under 10.5 to go in the first half.
Now in the Colts division, in the 9-man football, the clock is running. It's a 30-minute half, and only in the last 2 minutes do the standard rules for stopping the game clock kick in. So if you take a timeout, say for instance right now, the clock will continue to run.
Yep, I got it. While the Rhinos are just setting up for the kickoff, don't forget that the canteen is open behind the commentary box underneath, and of course the can bar at the far end where the GQ headquarters are. Kicking off for the Rhinos, 61, he goes deep, a little bit of scribbler, 2 bounces, and player there picking up there for the Ravens, 32, looking for a block, runs right over the top, but a great open kneel tackle there by 15 for the Rhinos. That was Liam Reeves on the run back for the Ravens. And in on the tackle there was 15. That was Joe Rasmussen. So the Ravens offense are back on the field again. We'll see what the Rhinos can do here to stop them and turn the ball over, or of course stop them on downs.
Yes, the Rhinos obviously want to build on the momentum of that last touchdown and get the Ravens to turn the ball over.
Well, he's looking to pass to the left-hand side. Oh, beautiful pass. And it looks like it was incomplete. The player turned his back to us there a little bit. We couldn't quite see if it was caught or not. It was 84 was the attendant receiver. And that's Josh Beck there. Looked like the ball just popped out, hit the turf, so it was incomplete. So it'll be 2nd and 10, same spot, of course.
That was a very live pass there. He definitely zipped
beautiful
it
pass
in.
in these conditions. Frozen rope straight to him. They set up in the same formation. This time he gives it to the up back, who's met by 3 Rhinos at the line of scrimmage. Initially there for the Rhinos was number 6. The carrier was Trent Lord, I should say. And it was Lachlan Phillips that got the initial penetration and touch on the backfield for the Rhinos. It'll be 3rd and about 9 yards to go. Quarterback gives the play. Pretty much the same formation for the Ravens. They don't change it too much. Shotgun formation. This time he tucks it away. Cuts it up the middle. Does break the first tackle. Close to the first down mark. Perhaps just short.
I'm going to go ahead and call this short.
Yeah, I'm going to go with short. He's been about half a yard short. It's going to be fourth, and he has been a little slow to get up on this play. We've had an injury timeout.
Yes, the Ravens offense come out in that spread and it look like they are running the zone, but I don't think the quarterback is actually reading the end. I think it's either designated give or a designated quarterback keeper.
It definitely does appear that it is premeditated right from the snap. I agree with you there. But I'm sure they'll wise up to that, and we might get some little bit more open field if they start reading at the end and cutting into the outside.
No matter what, it's still proven to be very effective for them.
Yes, they definitely are very, very effective. He's very quick and evasive as well. The injured player from the Rhinos is up and back to the side. No problem there. In the NCAA rules, if you do stop the clock for an injury, that player, of course, must leave the field for at least one down. So the players do take the field. It wasn't a team timeout. It was done by the officials. So officials just giving them a bit of a hurry along because the play clock still runs. From the ready. He snakes the ball to the right-hand side, trying to break the initial tackle, but no go on this occasion. Number 28 met him there. That's Callum Fagan for the Rhinos at the line of scrimmage. He did manage to get back to a first down, though, of course. So first down to the Ravens, 1st and 10, and we're going to be on about the 51, 52 mark. 52 yards to go for the Ravens, 1st and 10.
Fagan's had a few plays, but just not able to get there in time and bring him down. I think the initial contact may have been...
Yeah, he seems to read the play very well, but maybe the initial contact isn't heavy enough, perhaps. And now this time over the middle.
Ooh.
Nice pass.
Ooh.
And 21 breaks a tackle, breaks another, but a tackle there at the end there was that man. The receiver was Alvin... I beg your pardon, it's Bruin Taylor. Over the middle. Brave thing to do in any offense. Breaks the initial tackle and made it extra yards after the catch. That's what every quarterback and coach wants to see.
Well, the rain has stopped, so
yes,
the
we
passing
have
game is
a true
definitely
Sunbowl
on.
now, perhaps. Yeah,
Well, I wouldn't be as bold to say true
we can be
Sunbowl.
bold. The snap, and this time he tucks it to the left-hand side. Ball on the right hand, interesting, but he makes it to the outside. And looking for extra room, may have got all the way. He has. And there is the risk. Jackson Ryan on the run. Cuts it to the left-hand side, breaks the initial tackle, and has plenty of room down the sideline. Touchdown, Ravens.
And more importantly, we have a lovely graphic across the top of the screen.
Yeah, how about that?
Wow.
I hope you're enjoying our live stream wherever you may be watching in Alaska. It is now 20 points to Ravens and 6 points to Rhinos. Extra point to come.
I'm sure there'll be at least 1 or 2 households in the US watching this.
I'm sure there'll be at least 1 or 2 in the US watching this one.
At least one in Canada.
This time a give to the backs, trying to spin out of the tackles, but the Rhinos have that all tied up. The try is unsuccessful. So with 4.25 minutes to go in the first half of the Colts Sunbowl, it is Ravens 20, minor premiers, versus the Rhinos 6.
Yes, the Ravens over the last few years have been quite prodigious in producing players that have gone on to further their career in the US.
Indeed.
And so I'm sure some of the boys like Riley Pollard, who until midway through the season was actually an offensive lineman on this team. He's now over in the US in a US high school. I'm sure Riley is, if he can, watching this game right now.
Yeah, I'm sure you're probably right. And of course, we have mentioned another name today. That's Ethan Williams, and his big brother, as we all know, is playing in the NFL, the big show. And hopefully Jesse will be here today, and we might get a chance to talk to him a little bit later on. Kickoff from the Ravens is taken by number 10 in the backfield there, and away he comes. Cuts right this time, looking for that sideline, and he has some room to move, but it is once again Ethan Williams that forces him out of bounds. Around about the halfway on the 50-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. It looks like it's actually on about on the 40 there. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Rhinos.
Madison James has done a pretty good job of returning the kickoffs for the Rhinos. He's not
He's
afraid.
very good return. He reads that nicely, those blocks on the just on the edge, and cuts it nicely. Of course, the Ravens have had a history of the junior production going through on to very big things. Many players even just from the Ravens ranks. Excellent coaching school down at the Ravens. So we 1st and 10 Rhinos. What's that?
We have a timeout by the Rhinos.
Looks like it's a timeout to the Rhinos. First team charge timeout. They're allowed 3 per half, and that's their first one for this first half, with about 2 minutes 12 to go.
One of the other Ravens that have come out of the junior program that's now at Arizona Western, Joel Maddox,
Okay, cool.
was an offensive lineman here and defensive lineman, and is now at the same junior college that Jesse Williams first attended.
Officials timeout.
And he had
That
an
is your 2 minute
outstanding
warning.
freshman year.
There's 2 minutes remaining in the half.
Plays defensive line for them, but he was handling kickoff duties and punting duties.
Wow,
So-
that is excellent. I mean, it just goes to show that there's a great pathway through that we've established, you know, through some of the great coaching skills we have, and also obviously cooperation through the US. Rhinos, a little bit of a toss sweep to the left-hand side. He's got the ball left hand. Good boy. Cuts to the outside and is met at the line. Cuts off a beautiful palm away. Now he's got plenty of room to the right-hand side. He's going to go hard towards the line, and he's tackled there by 68 for the Ravens, just about the 30-yard line. It's going to be a first down. It was Reese Fernside on the tackle, and it's going to be 1st and 10 Rhinos inside the Raven territory. No flags on the play.
I think he ran probably 90 yards to gain 20.
It looked as if he definitely ran a long way to get those 20 yards for sure.
But it looks like it's going to be a duel between Kane for the Rhinos and Ryan for the Ravens in terms of breakaway, exciting runs.
Yeah, plenty. Yeah, absolutely. These two are give us a bit of a show on how to run the football today. And once again, straight up the middle, nice run by the fullback. He looks like he's got the first down yards all on his own. That's going to be Dean Lutta Mahina for the Rhinos, 1st down and 10. He's going to be on the 20-yard line, or just outside the 20-yard line, I should say. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Northern Rhinos.
Dean doesn't run the ball as much in the Rhinos offense, but he is a very effective runner. He's one of those classic fullback types.
He's definitely a very what we would call a north-south fullback. He runs the ball straight up and down the field.
Nice.
Definitely. Very powerful. And once again, he is this time he's going to tailback. And the quarterback rolls right, looking for a pass. Is in the grips there, and it brought down 68 on the tackle there. Is going to be Reese Fernside again for the Ravens. Big pressure on the quarterback. Actually forced him out of the pocket and then brought him down from behind, forcing the incomplete pass in the end. So it was an incomplete pass, so it's going to be 2nd down.
It's the front wall of the Ravens are having a pretty solid game so far. They're definitely getting pressure on both the passer.
So we
And
have
the
another
runner.
timeout. I'm not too sure. There must have been the Rhinos that called that one, I would think, with 31.8 seconds to go in a half. But definitely, in the trenches, the Ravens are definitely winning the battle. You're right, Coach. Definitely winning that battle.
Speaking of Raven juniors that have gone on, there is another gentleman whose name unfortunately just escapes me at the moment, but playing in high school football. He just finished his junior year in a high school in Colorado, I believe, and they went all the way through to the playoffs. He was previously the tailback in this offense, and he's switched over to the dark side and become a linebacker over in Colorado and having a great game. Kane, last name unpronounceable. No, I shouldn't say that. Kane, if you're out there,
Looks like a
we love you.
reverse by the Rhinos here, cutting it back up the middle is 50. Oh, he's got open space. Oh, hit heavily. A great tackle, open field tackle hitting in there. Looked like 34 for the Ravens in on that tackle. That would be Andre Taya. Some yardage,
Timeout.
but it will be a timeout
Rhinos.
again for the Rhinos.
The
last
3rd and
one, I
final
believe.
team timeout.
But they did gain the first down yardage. No flags on the play.
So the Rhinos will be feeling that it's very important to try and get in here and keep this game manageable. Before
Very
the
definitely.
half.
Coming into half-time, you're dead right. That's exactly what I'm sure the coach is thinking now, is we need to score one here and go into half-time, just being only the one touchdown behind.
Of course, it goes without saying, but we will anyway. The Ravens, on the other hand, definitely want to maintain that 2-touchdown buffer.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's exactly what the head coach, Andy Miller, would have relayed to his defence during that break. Make sure they don't score here. First down, Rhinos. Motion to the left. Oh, a little bit of a jump, but it seems to be okay according to the referee. A little short dump off past the 15. Met in the backfield by number 37, beg your pardon, for the Ravens. That's going to be Jason Sparks on the tackle. Loss of yardage. That's what every coach wants to hear, is a loss of yardage on the tackle. A hurry up offense by the Rhinos. Spikes the ball. That'll stop the clock at 10.8 seconds. Well done.
Yes, Rasmussen on the last play had nowhere to run.
No, he didn't. It looked like they were planning a little bit of a screen there, but it didn't happen for him. And you're right, he had absolutely nowhere to go. But a great open field tackle. It's important to make those tackles. And keeping him in bounds is the other very important thing that the Ravens defense did in an attempt to keep the clock running. As you can see, in response to that, the Rhinos had spiked the ball, would stop the clock, which gives them another shot. So third and long, third and about 13 to go.
One, maybe two plays.
Looking for the pass inside, he does.
And it's broken up there.
It is broken up, beg your pardon. I thought he completed that, but he did it at 37 in on the play again. That's Jason Sparks once again on the play. Breaking it up. Now, that was an incomplete pass, which does stop the clock for the Rhinos. It'll bring up fourth down, however. Fourth and about 13 to go, and looks like they can just make a first down short of the goal line. I'm sure that the coach isn't too worried about that. I'm sure he's trying to get this in the end zone with only 7 seconds to go.
Here's my guess. A big rush and everyone deep to cover.
Yeah, I'm sure the quarterback will be looking for the end zone on this play. He drops back. He does look at the corner route. Looks like they mixed the route up, and it's picked off right on the goal line. The Ravens are looking to run it back. He's not too worried. He gets him, and he's out of bounds.
He's trying to spot who that is.
With nothing on the clock. We'll just see if they do give him possession of the football or not. Well, they'll have possession, but whether they'll get a player. We have an injured player in the backfield.
Looks like Luke Tammy on the intercept.
Yes, Luke Tammy on the intercept, and the injured player for the Ravens appears to be number 32, which is going to be Liam Reeves, one of their primary linebackers. Hopefully he isn't too shook up on the play, but that will be half-time in the junior Sunbowl, beg your pardon, the Colts Sunbowl. And the score at the moment is the minor premiers Ravens are 20 and the Northern Rhinos are 6. I might hand that over to you for a bit, because I think am I going to do Jesse or not? Welcome back to Brisbane, the live stream of Sunbowl 29, the Colts Sunbowl Ravens 20 and Rhinos 6. Welcome back for the second half of football. Just at the end of the first half there, you saw an injury to the Ravens number 32, Liam Reeves, on the last play. And unfortunately, it looks like Liam has got the knee in ice, and he may not be back today. There on screen, we have the team list for the Colts. You can have a look there. That is up on the screen at the moment. There's the Ravens there. And we'll feed now. We'll actually bring over to the Rhinos Colts team on the screen for your perusal.
Alrighty, gentlemen. That's a pretty good first half. The Rhinos have the option. What do you like to do? The Rhinos are receiving. You kick him, score, on defend.
Confirmation there from Coach Miller.
So back to respective goals, please. The Rhinos exercise their second half option and will receive.
So it looks like the
Coach
team,
Miller, yeah, sorry, go ahead, Coach.
I was going to say that the indication is the Rhinos are going to take possession of the football, and the teams are going to stick with the ends they started in the first half.
Yeah, it does look as that the same way. Yeah, exactly right. And the Rhinos will take possession of the football, and away we go again. Has been confirmed by the coach of the Ravens that Liam, he won't be back today. Liam Reeves, he's going to watch the game from the sideline, and unfortunately, it looked like his knee was a little bit shaken up on that last play of the game of the half there. Nevertheless, he's still on the sideline and be cheering along his defence and pushing him along, I would imagine. The score at the moment, Ravens 20, and the score to the Rhinos is 6. Just a reminder that, of course, the NZ referees are represented here by myself, and I'm just admiring the efforts of the Queensland officiating crews today. In fact, 2 female members of the crew today. And, of course, Queensland officials would like to remind you to, if you wish to become an official here in Queensland, go to our website and have a look and apply, because they're always looking for new officials.
Oh, and there we have a graphic right there for
We
you.
have the graphic for it right up there on the screen, guys. There you go.
Well, it says no experience, passion. Passion to do
Passion
something.
is what you need. Kicking off for the Ravens, number 21. And we have the all clear from the referee. And away we go. The second half will begin. A nice deep kickoff, receiving number 10 again for the Rhinos. Madison James, he cuts to the middle of this time and couldn't quite get away from the first block. There is a late flag on the play. Tackle there was Matthew Nicholson for the Ravens, of course, number 26. Flag on the play, dropped right at the point of the tackle. Usually going to be a block in the back, one would think. Or maybe holding, that's a good point.
So, Glenn, you're the Rhinos coach. What are you telling your troops?
What do I
at
tell them?
halftime?
I guess I'm going to tell them to stick to game plan for one, and a little bit sharper, I would say, out of the blocks. Try and get in the face of this.
There's
big
no foul on the
defensive line.
play.
And I tell you what, I'll probably be putting someone in the face of young Ethan Williams there, maybe negating some of his defensive ability. Tough job for anyone, but that's you've got to stop. Change the game of the defense, basically. And we get your offense back into the game. Flag has been waved on the play, so it'll be first down, Rhinos, of course, in the I formation. Pretty standard set by the Rhinos. One off and one on, of course, and the 2 backs going to the right-hand side. Nice block on the edge, and he's got some room on the outside. Brought down on the corner there by the defensive back, 38 for the Ravens. It looks like Luke Tamay on the play, but it will be a first down. Nice scamper. Well, no surprises there, of course. Hayden Kane again to the outside.
Yes, they've taken your advice. They've run away from Ethan, but did you see him gallop across? He was almost going to make that tackle.
He's pretty quick across the field, isn't he? Regardless of his position on the field. They're going to have to get someone in his face, I think, to maybe get a little bit more room, because it's quite clear that Nathan can really motor. Ethan. I knew that. Again, the same set for the Rhinos. I formation. One off and one on the receivers. We have a flag on the play. We had a defensive player in the neutral zone, may have made contact with the offensive player.
It possibly could have been Reese Fernside.
It looked like it was Reese on the far side, Reese Fernside.
Side. Defense. 38. Penalty. Still first down.
The explanation there from the head official, Gary Kendall, was in fact exactly that. Contact on against the Ravens defense. It'll be 1st and 5. And once again, we have the handoff, and around to the left-hand side, again trying to get away from the defense, up the sideline, and guess who pushes him out of bounds? You got it. It looks like first down again for the Rhinos.
Ethan was at the point of attack. Initially got blocked, but got off the block.
Yeah.
And chased down Hayden Kane, but he'd already done the damage. In fact, he looks like he's picked up a good, I'd say, a good 15 to 20 yards on that
he got
gallop.
a good chunk of land that time. Definitely a good 15-yard run. It's exactly what they need, is Hayden to cut a couple of blocks outside, and he can certainly get to the end zone. But as we say, It's all about the defense. Single back this time. And it is the back up the middle, but met at the line of scrimmage there. Beautiful. And the ball was popped out. He is off to the races, but are there whistles or not? There are now. There are whistles now. The play is going to stop at the point of the tackle, blown dead by the officials. Number 99 was the first player that I saw in there. That would just be Paris Cairns Timmer. He was the man that stopped the play, and then it looked like one of the linebackers came in and helped out on the play and popped the ball out, but the officials had blown the ball dead. So it's going to be second down and 10 yards to go. And of course, we saw who the ball popped up to there, Coach. You just can't keep him out of the game, can you?
Good players are not denied.
Exactly.
They may be frustrated on a play or two, but during the course of it, they will show up time and time again.
Yep, that's exactly right. He just seems to pop up everywhere. Again, a defensive player in the backfield there for the Ravens. They're running towards him this time, but they did get around with him. Sometimes it is good to get a block on him. It's the first down or very close to it by the Rhinos. Someone finally got in the face of Ethan Williams, and they cut outside him for a good gain over the right-hand side. Very, very close to the yardage game. And it is, in fact, the first down Rhinos.
Yes, Kane is able, as they say, you mentioned that movie. Go on, name that movie.
Comments from the super coach there. I won't go into that one, but yeah, that's a good one, yeah. Kane did get some yardage there, but as you see there, Coach, they finally got someone in the face of Ethan, and they could bounce off him. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? You make some room for your backs to get around.
The fullback, Lata Mahine, is a couple of times.
An excellent job on that play.
Just getting enough on him.
Yep, definitely. I formation to Northern Rhinos. The hand is to that tailback again. This time, 99 couldn't quite get hold of him. Missed tackle in the open field. Cutting back inside, and 93 did recover. It looks like he made the tackle there. 93 for the Ravens there.
Glenn Jones.
That's going to be Georgie Jones on the tackle. And that's going to be, it looks very, very close to me. It looks like it is short of the first down. They can technically get a first down here today on this drive. About half a yard to go, another further 1 yard for a touchdown.
So the Rhinos sticking to the game plan, which is feed the football to Hayden Kane.
It seems to me that exactly what we said the coach would said at half time, they've actually listened and they've gone back to what they do best. Yeah.
Geez, you think there might be microphones in here? Maybe
You'd think there must be one in the shed, perhaps, yeah. Second and about a yard to go. And it's a keeper, and he just goes unaided through off the hip of the centre there. And it's touchdown Rhinos. Yes. A nice play.
Aaron Harper
changing the format there a little bit. Yeah. Very, very nice play. You'd see that Ethan Williams fired into the backfield, and of course it was no good because it was inside him. So there you go. Change the format a little bit and untouched into the end zone.
It was a nice bit of play calling, a little counter off of that initial successful action.
Very nicely thought out by the coach there. And of course the Rhinos down by about 8 points here, well exactly 8 points here. They're going to go for 2. I formation. Nice block again on number 30. He's had to reverse the field. The Rhinos fold back on some nice blocks, and he's going to get very close here.
Kane,
and he is in. Kane is into the end zone for the Rhinos.
He's a strong runner.
Hayden Kane, what a beautiful reversing of the field.
He's proven to be a very strong and elusive runner today and during the season.
It definitely, the whole season, as you described, Coach, that they have rested their offense on the back of his feet. And today he's giving us a bit of a clinic on how to reverse the field and run the football. Hayden Kane is having a real good day out there today.
Look, and the thing is, the Ravens' defense were actually there in numbers at the initial start of the play, but they just couldn't contain him.
I think it was the speed. They came out of the blocks definitely in the first part of the game very quickly and surprised the Rhinos perhaps. But now they seem to have said, well, okay, we'll get a block on you. We'll see what we can do with our boys. And they are finding a little bit of room to move. The Ravens, no doubt, will step it up again. Long kickoff. Nice kick to 45 in the back for the Ravens. He's going to come to the right-hand side, and he's going to reverse it a little to the left. 45 decides he's going to run around a little bit looking for a block. Didn't really get one, unfortunately. And in there was 48. Stripped the ball, but has been blown dead on forward momentum by the runner coming back. You see that sometimes it appears that the player was up and the ball was pulled out, but the referees blow it dead because of the forward momentum rule, or the player protecting the the safety of the player, basically.
Yes, number 48, Curtis Bont, on the stop. It looked like he'd stolen the football, but they'd obviously blown it dead.
Yeah, definitely. A good tackle too. The Ravens back into their familiar spread formation. Oh, a little low, the snap, but he's picked it up again. And look at this, he's cut it down to the outside. Nice tackle from behind. The Ravens running quarterback, I should say, brought down from behind by Callum Fagan. A nice tackle in the open field. But Jackson looking for that open field again. He's not afraid to run the ball, is he, Coach?
No, not indeed. In fact, why wouldn't you with those kind of the speed that he shows on
He's
the field?
very athletic and evasive. Kind of reminds me of you when you were back in the old days, Jeff, perhaps.
Only if you're on drugs.
A nice snap this time and handed to the up back. Tackled again in the backfield by 28 there again. He's in there, Callum. Callum Fagan again on the tackle. Nice play by the Rhinos defense. This is exactly what the coach wanted for the start of the second half. For the Rhinos, that is.
For the Ravens, of course, there's 20 minutes left. Just
Yep.
grind it out.
That's true. I mean, the Ravens aren't too concerned, but they would want a nice drive here, I would think. Looking to pass the ball.
No, it's,
But again, 3 Rhinos in the backfield. Just all over the place, the Rhinos at the moment. And that's a big fella there on that play. Number 50 for the Rhinos.
we're just going to have to call him mystery player because he's not on our team sheet.
We don't have his number, his name, I should say, but he'll definitely in on the tackle.
We're going to the alternate list.
We're going to the alternate list.
So we'll stick with mystery player,
We'll stick with mystery player.
but he wasn't a mystery out there.
No, definitely not. The mystery how the guy survived the tackle, perhaps.
Or maybe he was a mystery and he just didn't get blocked. Either way,
So we
he
have a
still made the
timeout
play.
called here by the Ravens, I think, on 4th down. But yeah, you're right. That play, he came out of nowhere, and the Rhinos have done on their defensive side of the football exactly what the Ravens did in the first half. They've surprised with the speed coming out of the trenches.
Now, because of the rules in this format of football, the timeout during this portion of the time while you've got the lead in the second half can be used as a strategy.
Absolutely, of course, as we know, that the clock still runs.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the Ravens are in front, so it's not doing him any harm, the coach, at all. Even though it is 4th down with a fair bit to go there, you're quite right. It's a good idea. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Settle the team down, and of
If
course
you're
the
out
clock
in
is running.
front, burn that clock.
Burn the clock.
One
it's all
way or
about.
the other.
Yeah, they always say it's a game of inches, but sometimes it's a game of seconds, isn't it, Coach?
And a game of strategy.
And a game of strategy, absolutely. So we
Wow.
have 4th and about still 10 yards to go, of course, for the Ravens. Or
This
9.5, we're going to
This
call
may
it.
be the first punt we've seen today.
This may be the first punt, and maybe even the last we see today, but back to punt for the Ravens. Nice snap. Gets away a pretty good punt. Takes a Rhino bounce, unfortunately for the Ravens, and possession made complete by number 48 for the Rhinos there, and that was Curtis Bont, and that kills the play, of course. The clock's still ticking away, but it'll be 1st and 10 Rhinos in their own territory, albeit only by a yard. They have 51 yards to go. 1st down and 10. That way. Rhinos offense are in the huddle, probably, I would say, Coach, a lot more confident than they were in the first half.
Certainly they've come out the way that they needed to in the second half and put some points on the board now. The
They
key,
definitely right. They responded to the coach's call and they got the first points on the board. So let's just see if they can build this drive here. I formation again for the Rhinos. And we have an early jump by 49 on the left. The guard, both guard and possibly even number 6 there for the Rhinos. Lachlan Phillips also jumped.
False start.
So full start.
Number 49 offense.
having
5 yard
some
penalty.
appraisals.
Remains
He,
first down.
has to put the curse on them because that's not what the coach would have wanted.
That's precisely right. There's no way in the world that was in the playbook. But it might be one of those things where the running back had a word to the guard and said, give me an extra 5 yards for my stats, brother. You never know. But it's going to be 1st and 15 for the Rhinos in I formation. Quarterback settles down, gets to the tailback, makes a tackle on the tailback, but he cuts it to the left-hand side, lots of room, cuts it back inside, something I wouldn't be doing today with Ethan around, but he's making a tackle. A nice run by the tailback, actually. Number
Fagan.
28, Callum Fagan, stepping up and playing a bit of offense now. After having 2 or 3 excellent plays on defense in the last drive, now he's stepping in the backfield and he's running the football as well.
He's
got it back to about 4 yards, yeah.
Yeah, he got about 11 once you take the penalty.
Yeah,
in.
that's exactly right. I mean, he's brought it back not only to the previous line of scrimmage, but a further 6 or 7 yards. So 2nd down and about 3.5 to go. Remembering that we had a penalty on the 1st down, so that was their first actual bona fide play. I formation, 1 off, 1 on. Rhinos this time looking for a sweep to the right hand side. Callum Fagan again. Beautiful backfield tackle. Tackle for a loss by 26 there for the Ravens. That's going to be Matthew Nicholson again on the tackle. A tackle for a loss there of a good 6 or 7 yards. Back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Personal foul. Number 93, defense. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Wow, there you go. That's something. That's a coach killer. That one.
The coaches are never happy when they
Coaches
see
never
that.
hate those. They just can't handle those calls. I mean, well, that was a great play by the defensive player there. And now we've marched them forward 15 and given them a 1st down as well.
But, you know,
Keeps the
when
drive alive.
You know when coaches really hate them? In championship games when you're protecting a lead in the second half.
Wouldn't happen in Alabama.
Would not.
Would not. 1st down, Rhinos. Oh, the quarterback is going to keep this one and run it right up the middle as he did for the extra points. Another great gain of about 6 yards. Be 2nd down and about 4 to go.
Harper with another nice handy run. There might be a problem with Kane. I haven't seen him out there on offense.
Exactly.
One of our observant co-commentators has pointed out the fact that he did come up limping after that touchdown. So
Yeah.
we hope things are okay with him.
Definitely. Oh, we had a little bit of a false start, I think, on the right-hand side for the Rhinos. Looked like number 6 stood up there for the Rhinos. I'm not too sure. I think it was Lachlan Phillips, I think.
False start. Offense number 6. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
I think. That was a false start there for the Rhinos. This brings up 2nd and about 9 yards to go. Same formation, same crew on the field. And this time we're looking for the tailback up the middle. Nice blocking scheme, but met by initially by 68. That would be Reece Fernside again on the play, and then finishing up, tidying up nicely was Andre Taylor for the Ravens. So that'll bring up the 3rd down finally. 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Fegan doing a good job at tailback for the Rhinos, but I just note over on the sideline there, I saw Kane just sort of limping around in the background.
Oh, really? Perhaps that's why he's having that. Obviously, that rest and bringing on Callum Fagan to do a little bit of work for a little bit of a rest, I would say.
And the clock continues to grind down.
Callum Fagan on the carry, close to 1st down. Looks like he does have the 1st down, in fact. They are waving the clock off, so that's going to be a 1st down Rhinos. No flags on the play.
I think you're right. I think he does have the 1st down.
I don't think he does. He comes up a little bit sore as well. Hopefully he's okay. Looks like he is. He's coming back into the huddle anyway. He says, looks like he looked over the coach and says, yeah, I want another one.
Indeed.
And why not?
Well, given there's only about 12 minutes, or a little under 12 minutes left in the game.
Yep,
in
12
the
minutes to
year.
go. And I think he's at the moment he's single-handedly turning the game around with having to have to rest Nathan at the moment. Hayden, I should say. Motion across the field by the Rhinos. Looking like a pass play to me, but he's going to hang on to it and run up the middle again, the quarterback. Nice yards. Look at him, another 4 or 5 yards every time he gets on that one, Coach.
Harper is quite effective with that
He's a big
quarterback
boy.
sneak.
He's quite a big boy. And onto the field comes Hayden Kane. And sort of nice little exchange as they walked off the field there. Number 28, Callum Fagan, and Hayden Kane, a little bit of a high five and saying, thanks, mate, you've given me a break. I'll go back in and I'll finish this game off, hopefully. A great series by the young Callum Fagan. Well done. High formation, Rhinos. Second and about 3 to go. And here, guess who gets the football? But a nice penetration from the Ravens. Number 68 once again in the backfield. That's Reece Fernside for the Ravens. Nice tackle. And again, that's something the coach wanted. Another little tackle. Just the clock still ticking over, Coach.
Yes, indeed. We're down to 10.5 minutes.
Yeah, down to 10.5. It's going quite well for the Ravens, but the Rhinos on the march, looking to square the ledger, or better. High formation, Rhinos. I beg your pardon. But he's moving under centre now, so they're going to split it this time. Yeah, he drops back to pass on this occasion. A little drumper over the middle. Nice play, and the fullback cuts it to the left-hand side. And Ethan in on the tackle, but this could be a face mask. There was a high hand in the tackle. Not too sure what the referee has seen.
He looks like he probably gained maybe
Personal
3
foul.
yards on the play.
Grabbing the face mask.
It is a
Defense
face
number
mask.
53. Half a distance to the goal line.
That's
First down.
to hurt the Ravens.
That's a real killer for the Ravens. Ethan, a little bit over enthusiastic. It looks like he reached in to make the tackle, Coach, and unfortunately he's grabbed the face mask, and we don't have the 5-yarder anymore for the little grab. If you do pull the play to the ground, it's a personal foul, and it's 15 yards and an automatic first down for the Rhinos. So first and goal. Quarterback again on the sneak, running off that
He
big
could
center.
get in.
The left
Well,
side's
let's see where
very,
they
very
spot it.
close.
We've got one referee with the hands up.
And
another.
they're in. The Rhinos are
And
in
that
off the center sneak.
Harper with the touchdown again.
Harper with that touchdown run off the center. Just running off one of the cheeks of the center, just making the initial block. Cuts, and that squares up the game at 20-20.
When the refs are talking and you're talking the same thing.
Can't talk at the same time as the refs.
When the refs are talking and sending 10 feet through.
Yep.
Those watching at home, watching the down counter man rapping it. This is to break the deadlock. Big play
Indeed.
here.
Rhinos are going for it all here. 2-point conversion. And another sneak,
And
but
he is
he's in
in.
easily. And the Rhinos taking the lead with 8 minutes to go.
For the first time.
For the
in
first
this
time in the game, the Rhinos are up 22 points to 20. It looks like that break, the turning point for me is, I have to be honest, the turning point in this second half is Callum Fagan. Callum Fagan, a couple of great defensive plays, and then running the ball for about 4 plays. Just gave the running back, Hayden Kane, the time to come back on and regroup and keep that drive alive.
Most definitely. The Rhinos this year, their success has been via the ground game. Usually it's through Kane, but obviously there have been a couple other key players, key providers of the running game. But there's still 7.5 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, there's a
Plenty of
long way
time.
to go in this one, that's for sure. 2 great teams really fighting this one out. Can't be too much closer. It's only 2 points in it. The kicking off, 61 for the Rhinos. Nice kick. Deep. Running the ball back, 26 is the Matthew Nicholson. Tackled on or about the 30-yard line. It looks like the initial hit on that one, again, was one of the big linemen, number 56, I think, from looks like. Oh, no, it's number 6, of course. And that's Lachlan Phillips.
Now the Ravens do have a quick strike offence. So
Yes, that's true.
very capable of moving this football down the field.
Well, they've
very
proven they can
quickly.
score from 2 or 202 yards out. They really have that strike from anywhere on the field, so you're right. So let's see what they've cooked up for us there. And, of course, the first handoff. Oh, nice run up the middle. A good gain of about 7 odd yards. Broke the first tackle. I think that might have been his first carry today was Jacob Toya. A very nice run. That's going to bring up second and about, looks like about 3.5 or 4 to go.
Now, Glenn, are you thinking score quickly and then go, or would you like to really drag this clock out? Because there is a bit of time on the clock.
Yeah, there is a bit of time remaining.
Oops.
Bit of lots of penetration from the Rhinos defensive line. It looks like the initial player in the backfield would appear to be number 48 and number 10, Madison James and Curtis Bont. And, of course, coming in to finish off, always there was Callum Fagan. But that's going to bring up an explanation from the ref. Well, yeah, there you go. We had a very hurting penalty against the Ravens for the face mask, and now they've picked up exactly the same penalty to keep their drive alive. So we've got first and 10 to go on about the 40-yard line for the Ravens. Hands it off to the tailback, number 9 there, and met at the line of scrimmage. And a late flag thrown by, it looks like the umpire.
That might have been the first time the Ravens used that particular formation where they had the 2 backs in the backfield.
Foul. Face mask. Defense, number 79. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
We have exactly the same penalty, 2 in a row. You don't see that very often, but 2 face mask penalties in favour of the Ravens, and that's definitely got them into Rhino territory on about the 25-yard line, first and 10. The Ravens, you were just talking recently about this quick response, and here it is for you. And 2 backs in the backfield for the Ravens, looking to pass, avoiding a tackle made by that mystery man, number 50 for the Rhinos, in on the play after being disturbed in the backfield, or rushed, we'll call it that, by 2 of the linebackers from the Rhinos getting inside. A nice tackle brings him down on the line of scrimmage. Time at about 4 minutes to go, and 2nd and 12 Ravens, but only 2 points in it. One would think this is the drive, Coach.
Yes, it certainly would seem so, unless they get a quick strike from here.
Hand off in the backfield, cutting over the right-hand side, looking to he does get away from the tackler. Now he has a little bit of room to move, gets outside again, and then looking to stay in bounds. He does stay in bounds somehow, and gets in the backfield. It looks like a touchdown, Ravens. There's no indication the player was out of bounds, and the Ravens have taken back the lead. There's that fast strike.
That quite literally was tiptoeing down the sidelines, but he would not be denied.
No way he was. Hey. Who was the carrier there? Was it 34? It looked like Andre Taya on the carry for the Ravens in the score. Tiptoeing down the sidelines. Excellent run. Going for 2, the Ravens, with 2 in the backfield. And the handoff this time is to nobody. He's going to keep it and run it in the corner. There's that play by Jackson Ryan again. Just so elusive. Only needs a yard. If he breaks it, he's gone.
He's hobbling back down the sideline.
Jackson Ryan comes to the sideline. A little bit of a hobble, but I don't think he's too worried. The Ravens are now up 28-22 with 2.5 minutes to go.
Still enough time.
Jackson Ryan a bit shaken up on the play. There is plenty of time. In Colts football, it's 9 aside, and there's plenty of room out there.
We're about to march down into the 2-minute warning, and that's when the regular NCAA clock rules apply.
Yeah, we'll see the clock stop in right about now, and we'll go straight into NCAA. You see the referees indicating now.
Officials timeout. That's a 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in the game.
And there's the referee up on the big screen. You see it now coloured in yellow. It's exactly on 2 minutes and stopped. Play will commence when the Rhinos touch the football. And away we go. And the Rhinos have got possession of the football. He's kind of cut it down to the outside. A little bit of room on the outside. 84 with the tackle there for the Ravens. And that player is Josh Beck, usually a wide receiver. And on this occasion, on the special teams force, brings him down on the outside. It'll be Rhinos first and 10 on or about the 30-yard line. 10 yards to go with 1 minute 52 remaining in the Colts Sunbowl. Minor Premiers Ravens from the Bayside area are up 28-22. Hope you're enjoying our live stream here from Brisbane.
So they've got 65 yards to go.
Yeah, about 65 to go, and the Rhinos won't be too worried. They're pretty good on the ground, so but can the Ravens stop them? That's the thing. The toss, looking for the fake reverse this time, cuts it inside, open field, but brought down from behind by 93 for the Ravens. That's Glenn Jones. A nice tackle. Big fella chased down across east-west there, coach, and brought him down. A very short gain of probably about 3 or 4 yards.
And the clock ticks.
And of course, the clock is still running. 1 minute 30 and going down. Ravens, the only thing that they're worried about is if they score. The clock is in their favour.
I'm a little surprised they haven't tried to use a few timeouts.
We could be heading for overtime, coach. It is possible. The Rhinos on the drive. This time they're going to cut it around, and this time they do reverse the field. And he has got a lot of room to run in here. He gets the first down and way more. The ball pops out, picked up by another Rhino, and more yards gained. And it's going to be first down just outside the 20 on about the 22-yard line. First down Rhinos and time out Rhinos.
So Fagan was the initial carrier, then
The initial
fumbled the football.
was Joe Rasmussen? No, the initial carrier was... I think it was Aaron Harper, or it could have been Callum Fagan. I'm not too sure, but the end ended up in the hands of Joe Rasmussen, who got the extra yards for the Rhinos.
Not exactly the way you draw it up.
I'm sure that's not how the coach wanted that one to look, but I'm sure he's happy with the result.
Yep.
Unfortunately, he stayed in bounds. It's probably the only thing he didn't want. But the clock is now stopped. He had to chew up one of his timeouts, but with 58.4 to go, Rhinos on the march in possession, first and 10.
When you're a young player like this, sometimes you miss the subtleties of strategy and getting out of bounds. When
Yes, exactly right. So I formation, looking to pass this time. It's all over it. It's an incomplete pass. The ball is just dropped down, but we have a flag.
intentional grounding, I think, will be the call.
It looks like we indicated as incomplete. The referees, the officials, I beg your pardon, will have a chat about that one and discuss whether that one is what we call intentional grounding, which means that the player is in the grass and deliberately throws the ball to the ground for an incomplete pass. He can be penalised if he's inside the box.
And most importantly, loss of down.
And most importantly for the Rhinos, if it is upheld, of course, it will be a loss of down. And that's crucial at this point for them. So here's the report.
There's no foul on the play as the pass is being contacted when you throw it.
Okay, so the head referees waved that away. So it will be second down at the initial line of scrimmage instead of the loss, as you say, Coach, and the loss of down. So second and down and 10 to go. And quarterback keeper again up the middle. Didn't get away from 93 this time, Glenn Jones. And so that will obviously bring out another timeout from the coach from the Rhinos, as you can see.
Going to the well just a little too often on that one.
I think so, yes. Definitely a very good description. Didn't fool the defensive line of the Ravens whatsoever. The coach obviously had a chat about that one, and they were alert to the fact that he likes to run either to the right-hand cheek or the left-hand cheek, making sure they had someone on either of those, and he made no yards at all. Third down for the Rhinos after the timeout, and about 8 yards to go.
We're obviously in 2 down territory, so what are the next 2 plays from your perspective?
That's exactly right. Coach, you're right. I mean, if they don't get the first down on this down, obviously we're in 2-down territory. They obviously must score or at least get the first down. So he's obviously given them maybe 2 plays, I would say, and say if this one doesn't happen, then the second one is this one. So we'll see what they've got in surprise for us here. We've got the 3. It looks like 3 backs, including the quarterback, of course, but split this time. They're looking to pass.
Ooh.
Oh, and penetration over the left-hand side. Bringing him down is number 52. That's going to be Jack Hapwell. He plays a bit of centre, and in this case, he's playing outside the linebacker.
Come on, boys, get pumped.
Timeout. Rhinos. It's a 3rd and final team timeout.
And the referee indicating with the pumping of the fists there, the Rhinos have exhausted their timeouts. This is their last timeout. Which means, Coach, this is fourth and forever. They must get the first down.
It's 4th and championship.
4th and championship. Exactly right. They must get the first down, or it's game over basically, unless the Ravens do something silly.
With only 42 seconds on the clock, this is it. This is their season.
This is their
right
season.
now.
This down right now. The coach is giving them what I would say the ultimate play.
Or if not the ultimate, whatever he can think of. Right
Whatever
now.
he can think of on the day. Well, whatever.
Well, no, I'm certain he.
I'm sure he has a plan. And the offense of the Rhinos are discussing what they're going to actually do here. So 4th at about 13 to go, possibly to continue the drive in the championship. The Rhinos, and the crowd love it. Coach Miller pacing the sideline. 34 looks like he's looking for number 6. Oh, what
my
a grab.
gosh.
What a grab by number 15 for
He
the
may be
Rhinos.
short.
And no, I think he's got it, Coach.
No, he needs to be another yard beyond that line.
This is very close.
Oh, no.
It looks like he
Okay.
might have got it. First
Yes.
down, the chain crew are moving and the Rhinos are setting up quickly. This
Wow.
drive is alive.
The clock will start running. Oh, there we go. He's killed the clock.
He's killed the clock. So with 33.3, Coach.
And
What
now
a grab, eh?
that is a fantastic. I actually thought it was going to go to the player behind him.
I did too, over the back, but it was Joe. It looked like Joe Rasmussen was the player
Yes.
that got up and pulled us down in the end. A great grab.
So now they've got 33 seconds and 3 downs.
Yeah, 32 seconds, and there you go. We were talking about it not so long ago that they had a long way to go, but not so much now.
Not so much.
They're not too worried about the clock now, the Rhinos. But although they have no timeouts, they do have possession and control of the football, and they're only
11 yards.
11 yards out. So we may see the coach go for everything here.
They only just need 3 4-yard plays, and they're in.
Now the first one's a give to the tailback at the back, and nicely met by 2 of the Ravens. Initially 34, Andre Artea has made the tackle. The Rhinos up with a hurry-up offense 21 seconds ago. I formation. There's a snap and a keeper up the middle, and he's made the ball
The clock's
popped
going
out.
down 12.
But
11.
they brought it up, and again, this is that 4th down territory with 8 seconds ago. Rhinos set up.
Dude,
And
it's 4th down.
I think he spiked it on 4th down, Coach.
I don't think he believed. He knew
I think
what-
he might have thought he had one left there. But that's
It
going to be a
is,
turnover.
and that is over.
That is game over, Nilly. With 2.7 to go, obviously all the Ravens need to do is to kneel the ball.
Snap the football.
Snap the football
As
cleanly
another
in the
play,
game as the Ravens.
we have a turnover on down.
That is one of the stranger things.
Well, we've seen it all today in this final, but I think for sure, I'm sure that the coach had told him to hurry up, and he thought he had it down left, I think, Coach, and he's just spiked the ball to kill the clock, and unfortunately didn't realise it was 4th down.
I hope he didn't realise it, because otherwise it meant he deliberately meant to do that, and I don't think that was the case. He certainly lost his place in the game in terms of what down it was, but it doesn't matter because this is Ravens for the win.
Yeah, all the Ravens need to do is cleanly snap this footy. They've done that, and now the clock will begin. And the clock has run out 2 seconds, and that is game over. The winner today in the Colts Grand Final, Ravens 28, Rhinos 22. I hope that's right.
Now, can you go down to the field?
Oh, I've got to go down the field.
Yeah, copy.
Oh, crap.
I don't know what happened to the scoreboard, mate.
What am I saying down there, by the way?
Oh, you just had to get trophies to the teams.
Oh. We've got to pick the MVP.
Yeah, Parky's on his way down now.
Quarterback?
Yeah, yeah.
It has to be, doesn't it?
It was either him or number 9.
Yeah, okay.
Number 9 had a good game.
No, or Fagan would have been the two for the Rhinos. Yeah,
Jackson Ryan. Jackson Ryan.
Yeah. That's what
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's coming down now.
Welcome back to the live stream. The players would like to make their way over to the front of the commentary box here. We'll get on with the awards. Presenting the Colts Awards today would be Roscoe Conti from Gridiron, Queensland. The medals or
Yeah, I'll do the medals.
first. We ask the players to hang around for presentations, please, guys. First of all, we'd like to invite the Ravens to come forward to receive their individual medallions for the championship, their championship medallions. From Roscoe Conti from Gridiron, Queensland. You guys like to step forward and see Roscoe and grab your medals?
Thanks, mate.
All right, boys, just come on forward. If you had to just line up and just get your medals from Roscoe over here, I'll give you your championship medals, and then we'll ask the captain to come out and get the big one. So come on through, boys. Don't be shy. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to give them a bit of support, championship won today. Colts division by the Bayside Ravens, coached by Andy Miller. The boys are just getting their individual medallions for winning the championship. And then we'll ask the captains to come forward and see Roscoe, and he'll hand over the Gridiron Queensland Championship trophy, Sunbowl trophy, to the captains of the Bayside Ravens. These guys have worked hard for this all year, so I'm sure they're pretty excited about this one. Members of the Ravens staff at the back there that helped out all year tirelessly to get the boys to this point. Congratulations to all members of the Ravens support crew and everybody that got them to the final and the championship. I'd just like to invite the captains of the Bayside Ravens out to see Roscoe Conti, and he's going to hand you the Sunbowl trophy. So come on out, boys. The moment you've been waiting for, guys, so enjoy this. Come on out and see Roscoe. We'll take that photo in a minute, guys. Come and grab your trophy. On behalf of Gridiron Queensland, hold up high, guys. And live streaming, boys, everyone across the world's watching this today. And there you go, your champions, the Bayside Ravens. Yep. We have one more award to give out to these guys. If I'd just like to pause for a moment. Up in the commentary booth today, we'll be looking at the games, obviously, and today we had two great teams. As we saw the running of football on both sides of the team that did not win today and the team that did win today. Some great athletes. So today, the MVP from the Ravens, Jackson Ryan. Come forward, Jackson. Come forward, Jackson. Your MVPs for today's game, Jackson Ryan. Well done. Congratulations to the Ravens. You want to say anything?
I'd just like to thank my team for
all years, the whole entire season. It was a great season, so thank you.
Great job, buddy. Great job, buddy. Hey, John Jackson, right. We're gonna take a break from the live stream at this point and welcome you back across the world for the Ladies Championship, which is coming up very soon at 3:30 p.m. So the live stream is going to pause for a while, and we'll welcome you back to sunny Queensland. And believe me, right now it is sunny Queensland. So congratulations to the Colts final. Thank you. Bye.